Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your coach. It's Coach P. You're on the sideline. Another coach talk for you guys here. We're going to talk about what type of player that I look for during tryouts. Now, I do understand that schools are going to be slowly starting to do their tryouts. If they didn't start yet, they're going to be doing that soon enough. And so I just wanted to share with you guys the type of players that I typically look for during my tryouts. Now, the first type of player that I look for are players that are actually locked in on defense. You know, if you think about it, it's going to be incredibly hard to win your season. To win games if you have players who can't stop the opposition from scoring on you, right? So I look for players who can communicate loudly and clearly. I look for players who care to actually play defense, right? A lot of players don't like to play defense. They rather play offense, so they don't play good defense. I look for players who are always in correct position when it comes to playing defense, so whether that be on-ball defense, denied defense, or help defense. So these are the types of players that I look for when I do my own tryouts. The other type of player I'm going to look for is players who are actually coachable, right? I need players on my team that are willing to listen to what I have to say, to what my assistant coaches have to say, all right? So I need players who will listen. I need players who will pay attention when we're giving out instructions. We need players that will carry out those instructions on the court, whether it's during practice or games. And of course, we need players, and we admire that a lot, players that actually come to us to ask great questions, right? So we value players that come to us before practice or after practice to ask us questions. The other type of player that we look for is players who make the smart basketball play. A lot of players don't have that experience, so we do admire when we do have a player that can come in and who has a good eye basketball IQ and who plays unselfishly, right? So we love those players. The other players that we're going to look for are players who are willing to hustle and to work hard and to not quit on the play. If there's a 50-50 loose ball, I want players who are willing to dive on the floor and get that ball for us, right? We have to understand that every possession matters, so we definitely want players who can get that extra possession for us. And finally, the other type of players that I look for for players who can actually put the ball in the hoop. So we definitely need scores, and the best way to find out who your scores can be is to run competitive drills, competitive situations where they're playing 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 4-on-3, or just a very simple scrimmage just to see who's got that knack to score, to get that ball into the hoop, all right? So again, these are just some of the things, some of the players that I look for during the course of my tryouts. Like always, if you have any questions or comments, you know exactly what to do. You want to write them down below. You also want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you never miss any of my videos. Until next time, everybody, it's your coach, Coach P. Ciao for now.